Lazy fly ball out to center field. Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out number 2.
Batting third, first baseman, Justin Bour.
Settling in now, Justin Bour. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a good start here for Zach Greinke. And now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Dan Straley gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Batting second, the shortstop, Ketel
Digging in,
Marte.
Ketel Marte, as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. The 1-2. Ran that one in on him a bit, as this time it's tapped foul at home plate.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance. And hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
And he'll put this away for the second out.
Batting third, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Digging in, Paul Goldschmidt, as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Chasing after it is Maben. And that retires the side. Diamondbacks down in order. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Popped him up. Lucroy is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. At the plate, JT Realmuto. He went deep in the contest last night. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Again, a 1-2. In front of the changeup there, as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. JT Realmuto goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal. Hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
1-2. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's
and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Good work there by Zack Greinke. It remains 0-0. Now in the box, Nolan Arenado. Coming into this one, his season home run total tops in the National League. High and deep to center field. Maben ranging back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting fifth, designated hitter, Jake Lamb.
Jake Lamb standing in now. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two. Bottom of the second here with no score. Lifted the other way out to left center. Van Slyke will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Stepping into the box, David Peralta. He begins this one with the fourth best batting average in the National League. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's Scott Van Slyke. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
1-2 now. Here's Greinke's 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Johnny Giancarlo.
Hops this one up. Baez into shallow center, and the Marlins have their first hit of the game.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute, that fires me up right there.
Standing in now, Lewis Brinson takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Giavotella leads off first with one away. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. There's Baez on to first, and there were 2 down. Now batting, Cameron Maben. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. At the plate, Miguel Rojas. He flew out in his last at-bat. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Scooped up, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Standing in, Justin Bour. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Third inning, no score to this point. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Marlins open it up now 4-0.
They were so close to getting out of this mess. 2 outs, 2 strikes, but then the grand slam gave him something could handle, and he pays for it dearly.
Into the box now, Starlin Castro. Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that?
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. But a big inning for the Marlins as they get 4, courtesy of the grand slam. We played 2.5. Here's Manny Tomas, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Brinson is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out. Striding in, Jonathan Lucroy. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Hard hit toward the hole. And the Diamondbacks have their first hit of the game.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8th, 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Martin, these days, you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Here's Castro for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Standing in, JT Realmuto. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Baez over to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's Scott Van Slyke. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So
the 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Marlins leave. Here's Javier Baez. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Good time now to check out the Marlins Road to the Show report as you see a couple of players in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Pops this one up. Rojas into shallow center. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition. This is line to left. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. running hard. He's digging for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
So stepping in, Nolan Arenado, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. The last 2 batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
Stepping in now, Jake Lamb. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Good wood on it there, but foul, so they'll do it again.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Runner goes for third. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 1 for the Diamondbacks on the RBI double. We're through 4. It's the Marlins 4 and the D-backs 1. In now, Lewis Brinson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 3-2 one more time. Soft liner out toward left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. Return throw gets him at first. It's a 3-6-1 double play.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
In now, Miguel Rojas. To third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Marlins, but they lead it 4-1. Now at the plate, David Peralta. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Waiting on it is Brinson. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Yasmani.
Here's Yasmani Tomas. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Bohr is under this one, and there's the second out of the inning. Digging in, Jonathan Lucroy. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Line towards center field. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, center fielder, Steven
Coming to the
Souza.
plate now, Steven Souza comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for Arizona, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Into the box now, Justin Bour. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Hey, there haven't been a lot of runs scored in this one, but with one swing of the bat, he was able to drive in 4 in his last one. That was a huge grand slam that he hit.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Here's Starlin Castro. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
3-2 now. 3-2 pitch. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Ready now for the Marlins, JT Realmuto, 1-for-2 in the ball game thus far. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all. So coming to the plate, Martin Prado. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
Now batting.
Sliding into the box, Scott Van Slyke. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. 2-2. And it's fouled away. Realmuto on second. Prado at first. 2 out in the inning. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Javier Baez. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
The batter number 4, shortstop.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. He was robbed of a hit in his last at-bat, so he'll try to change his fortunes here. Cue shot here out towards short. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Standing in now, Paul Goldschmidt. Line drive to center field. Maben is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Digging in and looking for more, Nolan Arenado. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Payoff pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1. So to the plate. Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change here, as that's going to be all tonight for Zach Greinke. Randall Delgado comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Delgado.
1-2. And a fastball just a bit high. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. One away now.
Well, if you're going to bobble the ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Now at the plate, Lewis Brinson, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out number 2. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Cameron Maybin. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A high fastball is in there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box now, Miguel Rojas. Marte has a play, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Miami as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Next will be the designated hitter, Jake Lamb. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And he misses 2-1. Facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Lamb is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. David Peralta is on deck. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a solo home run for Jake Lamb. Number 25 for him on the year. And the Diamondbacks have cut the gap to 4-2 now.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Stepping in now, David Peralta. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Your attention, please.
Now the Marlins skipper is up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing. That's going to be all for Dan Straley. Drew Steckenrider takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. Line softly toward the hole. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Now at the plate, Jonathan Lucroy. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch. He's set. Here's the 3-0. Takes this the other way to right.
But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away. Digging in now, Steven Souza. He's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Here's Javier Baez, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Here's the 2-1. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. And he has delivered on 3-2 as he comes up big. It's a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 4-3 ball game.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get one knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what.
In to score from third, the tying run.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Drilled down the line. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball. He gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Nolan Arenado. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. So they do get 3 that inning. That's the good news. The bad news is they leave 3 men on base. 8th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Bour. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Starlin Castro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Popped him up. And no one will get this one.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Hard hit ball to second, and that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Martin Prado now 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 3-1, and he fouls this one off. Ground ball right side. Baez has it on the first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Marlins leave 1. Score remains tied at 4. Javi Guerra is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Brian Anderson will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base, number 55.
Jake Lamb standing in now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches. Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now another 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Stepping in, David Peralta. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
In now, Jonathan Lucroy. High in the air down the right field line. Brinson's in pursuit. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's a 5-4 game.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one that makes you feel really good about yourself.
Ready now, Steven Souza. He went down on strikes last time up. And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Digging in to try it again, Javier Baez. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
I mean, that's a classic case of coming off your backside right there. He lost his entire back leg, was out in front, couldn't keep his hands back.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Maben is there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. It's now a 5. Here's Scott Van Slyke. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Johnny.
Archie Bradley enters the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
Archie Bradley.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Pops this one up. Here comes Peralta. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base path?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very difficult spot. You're one hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score on a ball in a gap.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Lewis Brinson is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away to end it, and the Diamondbacks will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4, the final tally. Arizona seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Randall Delgado gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game tonight.